Hi everyone, it's Lonnie. Welcome to Grace Blossoms for You. Today I want to finally post for the stitch along that I've been following, and I wanted to share some of the hexagons that I've made. This was my first one. It was fine, except I felt I got it a little bit wonky, which is kind of not what I was going for. This is my second one. I thought it was better because it doesn't have the smaller hexagon, so I could just focus on the one. And this one I just finished this morning, and it was the quickest one of all of them. And I was going to actually do it on camera with you guys, but then soon I realized that my thread was too much the same color, so you wouldn't have been able to see it anyways. So I just went ahead and finished that one. So the back of them looks pretty messy, but that's okay because I have a plan. I probably will not be making the mat as the people in the group are making it, and I will post all the information in the description box. I've joined quite a few groups lately, and they're all kind of starting to run together. So yeah, the information is in the description box. And so I just want to thank Catherine, I believe it is, who started this. And so in a nutshell, what we're doing is we're starting with templates. And this template is made out of book page, actually. And it's about 2¼ inches per side. And so I've been using felt. I got this felt, but it's not really white, or it's not really cream. It's more like a blue. And so I've been using this to as the sandwich, like the filling. And then what I did was, well, let's see if my crafting glue or my crafting knife works. It actually does work. So I've been just, oh, it needs to be bigger. Yeah. No, the felt needs to be the same size as the hexagon, sorry. And the more precise you can be at this point, the better. So I was thinking of putting these inside either my fabric books or as a pocket, maybe in a junk journal. I haven't decided. I think I'll probably end up doing quite a few of those things. I think tracing these and then cutting them out works a lot better, because the knife does not really give good results. So let me see. Pens everywhere, but you know, when you want one. Okay, so I made other hexagons. This is the largest one. Okay, let's just try this again. Yeah, the more precise your hexagon, I think the happier you'll be with your project. So I hope you're all doing well. We are having a lot of wind here, so that's making for headaches and whatnot, but it's okay. Could be much worse. And welcome to my recent subscribers from my hometown. I started a Facebook group for people that live in my area, so I have no idea what I'm doing. Hopefully it'll work out. Okay, so usually I just top it with whatever color scheme I want to work with. Today I did it a little bit different. I found this that I kind of want to incorporate on here. And so I looked for fabric that would look good on the back. So I think that one will work nicely. So I'm going to just kind of use the same template, and this one has to be bigger, so I don't usually measure this one, or I'm not too careful about how I cut it out because it'll be hidden on the back, and it's very flimsy fabric, so it's not going to look very pretty anyways on the back. So let's see. Done with the template for now. Then I can move on to this. And then just kind of center it. And I forgot my pins upstairs. Let me just go grab those. Okay, I'm back. So I got my pins and my needle. And this is so easy. I mean, I don't really know much about embroidery. I just basically fell into it recently. So if I can do this, you can surely as well. It wouldn't have to be felt. You could use whatever material you basically like. Just make sure that you can get your needle through it okay. And you'll find that out pretty quick, especially when you pin down your edges here. So that is the next part. Yeah, so I am still junk journaling, and I still like it. I just felt like I needed a little bit of a push to get going with it some more. And in the meantime, I got distracted with this embroidery offshoot here. And now I'm finding out that I enjoy making fabric books as well as paper books, journals. So probably will be a mix of things on my channel from now on. So, I mean, there already was a little bit of a mix. I think this one doesn't need all this. So yeah, I apologize if you can hear all that wind. It was really loud here earlier. I thought it had died down. So yeah, this is the same way I did the other ones. So tell me if you like to mix and match with paper and fabric. What I don't like is pins because I tend to hurt myself. But it's a job hazard, I guess. Alright, so that's going to be sewn down around the edges. And then you just pick whatever you want on the front, and it doesn't have to be embroidery. It can be something as simple as an applique. And this isn't even the nicest applique. I mean, I cut it out some. Maybe I could do a better job. And I don't think it's even gonna all fit. But I'll see what I can do. Just fussy cut that a little better. When I first cut it out, I wasn't sure how I was going to use it, so I just gave it a rough trim. Well, thank you to everyone who watched my video on my fabric rainbow book. Oh my goodness, there were so many views on that. So I'm not sure if it's the fabric that's, I don't know, what the algorithm must have just picked it up and it just went nuts. It's got 1,400 views right now. And I think maybe the title is what did it, because it had the words fabric book and rainbow in it. And I know, I mean, I didn't name it that on purpose. That's just, well, I named it that on purpose because that's what it is. It's a fabric book, and it's a fabric book about rainbows. But I guess just the word rainbows now is pretty, I don't know. Well, obviously it's trending, so, but yeah, thanks to everyone who watched that. It was a fun project. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna actually do is snip this one off here. And I want to see if I can place it in a different spot. Maybe this one as well. Sorry if you see me shaking. I'm cold and the furnace hasn't gone on today, which surprised me. But then I turned it off so that I could film in peace. So then there's that. Yeah, we're having a really strange January here this year. And I am totally not complaining because it's been quite mild, which I like. So maybe I'll just put this over here so it looks like it's coming out that from there. And then this one maybe could come out there. That way it looks more natural. So don't really want it hanging off too much, although I don't mind if it hangs off a little bit. So I'm just going to attach these two things. Well, a few things now, but basically the applique. I'm going to do the corners. I'll start it with you. I don't know how far I'll get because I'm not the fastest at this. And I'm using a light cream color thread. Nothing special, just and it's a very small hole there today. I needed a sharp needle, so that's the one that ended up. And I am doubling my thread. I do like to see the trim around the edge. Sorry about my voice, it's still giving me issues. So let me know in the comments, what are you working on right now? And what is your favorite project that you're doing right now? And if you have somehow managed to be working on just one project, let me know that too, because yeah, that doesn't seem to be happening at my house anymore. It's a few projects at the same time, usually. And also what bogs me down is the thread likes to twist and knot up on me. So I try to avoid that, but I've been meaning to get into some fancier stitches. So far it's just a straight stitch around the edge. But this one goes the fastest, so I will be okay with that for this one since I'm doing it for you guys. And maybe you've already grabbed something to work on and are joining me. Wouldn't that be fun? I think maybe that's why I started my Facebook group, because it gets a bit lonely just doing this by yourself. I mean, YouTube helps a lot, but still. Okay, I'm gonna just finish this edge. I'll stop talking. I'll fast forward it, and I'll be back with you in a bit. Okay, so I've gone all the way around, and not too worried about how ugly the back looks, because the fringes here will get tacked down a bit more, and in the end it won't be seen. It'll be hidden either by fabric or paper, depending on how I go about deciding how to use it. So because I have all this thread here, I'll just tack it down a bit. Okay, I'm just gonna tie off my thread for now. Okay. Oh, and it's wonky again. Oh, that's okay. It'll be hidden when I put everything on there, hopefully. So I was not even thinking about which thread I should use, so I just grabbed my usual one. I think that will look nice. What I might do, yep, that's what I'm gonna do. It just occurred to me this thread will be fine, because what I plan to do is just tack it down on in the center where it's the same color. That will give this a little bit of a 3D nuance. Got a knot in there already. This might be overdoing it. I might not need all this thread. So I learned how to do a quilter's knot, and I keep forgetting how to use it, or I keep forgetting to use it. Let's try that. Well, that didn't work so good. I don't know why. One more time. If it doesn't work, I will do it the old-fashioned way. Oh good, it worked that time. Okay, I'm gonna start with this little leaf. And I might tack it down right next to the center vein there. Sorry if you can't see. You probably can't because it's the same color as the material. Okay, so that little leaf is pretty much on. I'm just going to tack it down in one more spot. Okay, and then I'm going to go to this little leaf over here, 3 leaves. Jumping around a bit, sorry, but I just wanted to get those fiddly parts in so that I could concentrate on the bigger piece. If you've been watching my channel a bit lately, you'll probably recognize this greenery. I used it in the rainbow fabric book. I've used it in other places as well. I can't recall right now where, but it was originally from, I think, a tablecloth, like a lace tablecloth. Actually, it wasn't lace, it was like a tablecloth, maybe like a table runner, and it just happened to have these beautiful pieces that had embroidery around them, so they were able to be cut out. So I decided to go with it. So now I'm just going to outline that stitch that's already there. It's that little light brown one. I'm just going around the perimeter of that inner circle there. That way the middle of the flower will be stuck down and the petals will be sort of loose. And the thread does go quickly, I'm surprised. Okay, I'm just going to finish it off and then I will be back to show you what it looks like. Okay, so there's that one. Not quite sure. I think maybe it looks best that way, at that angle. And I'll just bring back the ones I've already done. This was probably the quickest one. With this one, I had to decide which laces I wanted on there, and then I just picked part of this applique trim to use as the focal point. I was thinking a word label might be good, but yeah, that's kind of wonky on this point here. I can still see it, but maybe I'll have to, I don't know. I'll try to hide it somehow. I'm not sure how right now, though. I'll probably end up covering it up with something so you can't see that point there. But yeah, so like I said, the information is in the description box below. If you want to check out this group and make some hexagons yourself. Is it Catherine or Christine? I think it might be Christine. Sorry. She did provide a Facebook group that we could join, and she also provided some little patterns for embroidery. So if you're interested, do check out her channel and her Facebook group. So anyways, thanks for watching, and hope you are enjoying your crafting, whatever it is. And yeah, we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.